And we should be going live in a few seconds. You're live. Okay, I think we're live now. Yes, all works. All great. Feel free to carry on.
Cool. Yeah, looks like we're ready. All right. Everyone, welcome to the winners live stream for the December wave pool. Super excited to see the cool projects that are going to present their work that they submitted last month. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. We're going to get to see these projects demoed and presented live. And yeah, looking forward to seeing everything that you all have created. It was all just really impressive. So we have a lineup of speakers today or projects today. And we're going to start off with first our second place winner in the December wave pool, and that being Javier Donoso with his Gelato V2 and how to integrate it with Superfluid, this kind of area of content that he created around that. So Javier, the floor is yours, and we'd love to hear about what you built.
Yeah, can you allow me to share my screen?
Sure thing.
Because when I click, now, perfect, thanks.
There you go. Yep.
Okay, great. Well, hi everyone. I did for this wave poll an article and a video and a GitHub repo explaining how to easily integrate Gelato in our Superfluid dApps in order that we can stream, scheduling the stream or the stop. And in the video I recorded, you can see the demo, but maybe as we have only 5 minutes and I would prefer not to rush and to like write some comments, some different commands in the console, I would like that we go through the code and we really see what is all about implementing Gelato with Superfluid. Here is the article, probably you have received in the different Twitter and announcements of the wave pool. This is the video, but I think that more important, we're gonna go directly into the code. I have here open the Visual Studio Code. The easiest way to implement to stop a stream is to have a contract that you authorize as the stream starter, and this contract then stop or start the stream. Then we're gonna see how we do that. First, we have to inherit some contracts of Gelato. This is copy and paste. And then what we can see here is all what it takes to create the task that will stop the stream. And almost all of this code is boilerplate code. It means that you can easily copy it, paste it, and change the different parameters, and it will work. Gelato offers different ways how you configure the task. The most used in the version 1 was having a resolver contract that checks the conditions to launch the task, to stop in our case or start the stream. Now in the version 2, they offer the ability to have like timely task. And in this case, you only have to do this. You pass when is the start time and the duration. You encode the data that has to be executed when the task has to be executed. Then you encode the different data and you pass simply to the contract that you have inherited in your contract. And all of this is actually the only thing that you have to learn to do when implementing Gelato in Superfluid, because the closed stream is as we will delete the flow. We instantiate the CFI library and we delete the flow. Then Gelato offers different ways to pay the transactions, because remember that it's a transaction that will happen in the future and someone has to pay for it. It offers the possibility to have a treasury in a separate contract, but the simplest way, as I do here, is to transfer the fees of the transaction during the execution. And this is also one method inherit from the Gelato contract that we saw before. Then that's only that's all about what it takes to implement Gelato to close, or it can be starting a stream. Only you can change here the start flow, and that will be all. Here we say that only Gelato can call this task, and then Gelato will call this task whenever the conditions are met. In this case, when the time the start time happens. In our case, one singularity is because we only want one execution. We don't want that the task is repeated every 5 minutes. We only want one execution. It means a start or stopping the stream. You also pass this module one, module single exit, and that will make that your task only runs once. It seems like complicated, but it's actually boilerplate. You change your close stream function selector, the time and the interval, and that's it. That's all you need to do for implementing Gelato. Then, if we go to the dashboard, we can see that Gelato offers you the ability to look when how this task is executed, whether it was executed or not. Here we see this is our target contract. This is the function, the close stream, and we can see in our case that the contract funds are going to pay for the transaction. And here it says invalidate because as I configured for only one execution, it only stopped once. That's why it's paused. And here we see that it was when it was executed, you saw here the log that it was executed, and that was happened the day as I presented the article. Then this is more or less the what I wanted to use this presentation to work through the main steps. This actually first inheriting the Gelato contracts, second create the task, and close the stream. So easy as it looks like, and the only thing that we have to don't forget is to authorize the contract on behalf of the user who start or stop the stream. We can go through if you have more time, Sunny, but I think it will already match the sense of the article, what I just explained.
That's awesome. Yeah, this was super great. I really enjoyed this article. Really highlighted how simple it is to, apply Gelato to this simple operation. I mean, starting and stopping a stream is just another transaction, and using Gelato V2 and just how great of an experience it is for a developer was really highlighted in your article. So great work. We really appreciate Javier. You are just such a treasure for our community, and yeah, we appreciate you, man.
Thanks. And thanks for the prize, of course. Thank you very much.
Of course. Great work. All right. So our second presenter is Chinmay. Chinmay won a pool prize with his project Upward, which allows for stream gating publications on paragraph.xyz. This was one of my favorite projects from the Wave pool. Chinmay, please come up and show us what you built.
Hey, Sunny. Can you see my screen?
We got it.
Got it. Yeah. Hey, everyone. So my project Upward allows creators to use token gating, and the tokens are generated using Superfluid streams. So token gating content is not really novel. It's already being done, and many projects are there. For example, Unlock protocol is there for that. But however, subscription-based token gating is something that's not really been explored, and this is due to the technical difficulties that people face with recurring payments, right? And that's why I created this project. So this project allows any creator to token gate their project and make it accessible to only those people who actually pay a recurring subscription fee that's powered by Superfluid, right? And the concept behind this is something called existential NFTs. This I first heard about from Fran at ETH India hackathon. So basically, we don't really mint any NFT. It's just that a function returns true or false based on certain conditions. So it looks like an NFT, but it's not really an NFT, right? And how is this useful? I created a POC with Superfluid in Paragraph XYZ. So let me just show the Paragraph XYZ. Right. So Paragraph XYZ is a Web3 powered newsletters platform. So you can create your own newsletters here. And yeah, let's jump into the demo. So I have already logged in. So I'll just go to the dashboard, and there's a new doc, right? There's a new blog that I'm going to publish. So before publishing, what we have to do is to go to your publishing settings, publication settings, go to this communities and token gating. And now you add a token. So instead of adding, I already added one, right? I won't add it again, but yeah. So you need to add an address. And how do you get this address? So you go to this contract. It's called Watcher Factory, and you create a watcher. So you provide the name of the NFT, let's say collection in this case, the symbol of that, the payment token that you are willing to accept. So in our case, I am willing to accept USDC and technically USDCX, the super token version, and also the payment flow rate. So you can add any payment flow rate that you want. You have to convert it into number of tokens per second. So for example, if you want to get, let's say $1 per month, you have to convert it into number of tokens per second, right? Divided by 3,600 into 24 into 30 and all that math. But yeah, once you do it, just click right and it will deploy a like a contract for you. And this is that contract for me. I did it before already. And you can see it's a very simple contract, and you can read that this contract. So I am the creator, this is my address, and I will come back to this later. So this is the contract that's generated, and you copy the address of this, go to this add token model and just put your address that you just copied. And here mention just one, because technically speaking, this contract will always return 0 or 1, nothing over 1, right? And yeah, that's it. So save it. Once this is done, go back to your publication, right? Now let's say let's publish. And oh wait, yeah, I need to create a, right, let me see. Yes, I need to create a community. So we already have this token. Now let's create a community. Let's say wave pool, right? And only holders of this NFT can actually belong to this community, right? And save it. Let's go back. Now we'll publish, right? And the community that can see my post, my newsletter, is this one, wave pool demo. And you can store your blogs on RV. I won't do that, or else you can even make this a newsletter. I also won't do that, but you could. And yes, this is done. So go back, go to view post. So there's your blog post now, right? Let's copy this one. This will be useful later. And now what I'll do is like I'll sign out quickly. Let's see, right? I'll sign out and I'll sign in. Let me just paste this. Yeah, where is it? I'll go back here. And now, as you can see, this post is exclusively for the people who belong to Wavepool demo. So how do we get into it? How do we get into this community? So what you have to do is you have to stream tokens. So I'll do that. When I was creating this NFT, I mentioned that anyone who is streaming 0.1 US dollars, USDCX, can actually view all my content, all my blogs. So let's do that. So in this case, the creator's address, you have to paste it. So let's see. Yes, this one. and then select a token. Let's mention 0.1001 and send a string. I think it has already started, right? Yeah. Now it's present. Let's go back to our post, right? It's here, and I'll connect my, disconnect this one. I'll connect a wallet. And so when I started a stream, I used another wallet. So this 0xDC, I'll connect with that same account here. So yes, right. So there's my 0xDC account. Now, as you can see that, this post is now visible to me. So all the posts or all the blogs that's there in the newsletter and belonging, like only people who belong to this community can see it. Yeah, now they are all accessible. Now all the blogs are accessible. So this is how easy it is. So this same NFT, you can use it in any other token gating project. I used it with Paragraph, but theoretically you can use it for any other project which accepts token gating using NFTs. And let's just see the code quickly. The reason that I say is this is the only function that's used in this case, right? So the balance of function, and it checks if there is a flow between the creator and the subscriber, and if that flow rate is acceptable, right? And if it is, then the function returns 1, or else it returns 0. So 1 means the subscriber is paying correctly, so he can, is considered subscribed. And if it's 0, that means his subscription is invalid. And so you're not really sending any money or anything to this contract. This contract just acts as a watcher. It just watches. It does nothing at all. Yep, that's it. Thank you. Any questions?
Awesome. That was awesome. This is like my first time trying something that was stream gated with your first attempt at this, and I was streaming money to you, and sure enough, I was able to see this publication, and it was just an amazing kind of experience. It was super simple. So really cool hearing how you built that, how it's a simple resolver contract on the back end that's just kind of like printing out a 0 or a 1 depending on your stream. So great work, really simple stuff, and I really enjoyed your presentation.
Nice work, Chinmay, as always. Hey, quick question on Paragraph. How was it working through their code base and stuff? Was it a good experience? I saw they had the message, they raised some money, but I'm curious.
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
How was it like actually building this into like Paragraph itself? How was it working with that? Did you think it was a decent experience? It seems like that's actually getting a little bit of adoption. I mean, you're using it, right? So are you bullish?
I am bullish because I was going to do this originally with Mirror, but unfortunately Mirror stopped their plugins ecosystem. So they are not accepting any new plugins and all. So technically this can become a plugin in the Mirror XYZ ecosystem, but unfortunately they are not allowing to do that. And Paragraph seems to be a great alternative. And I like the user flow over there. I like that there are many integrations with Paragraph, and there are upcoming integrations as well. And yep, I am bullish in short.
Awesome. Cool. Chinmay, why don't you post your the community link you just made? Sorry, the post link you just made, so we can all try streaming you some money and see the publication.
Got it. Yeah, I'll do that.
Awesome. Cool. So in third place for the December wave pool, we had Piotr. Piotr created a instant distribution agreement dApp that overlaid the instant distribution agreement tutorial super example. And so that was a really awesome flesh out front end. And I'd love to invite Piotr to the stage to go over what he's put together. And also before that, just a friendly reminder to everyone here, we want to stick to our 5-minute slots, just for the sake of time.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Sunny. Let me just share my screen. And I also want to congratulate all the other winners for your awesome work. It was really interesting to see what you've done. So yeah, can you see my screen? Can you hear me fine?
Yeah, we got you.
Awesome. Great. So what we've done, as Sunny already explained, we've made the front end for the instant distribution intro project. And if anyone is not super familiar with that, let me briefly go over what it does. So basically, what you can do with an IDA, you can create an index that basically acts as a setup to distribute your transactions or your funds to multiple accounts all at once in one transaction, and it also comes at a fixed gas cost. So those are the two benefits that you can have with an IDA, and it's really great way to automate your payments to multiple accounts. So what we've done in our dApp, you can basically create such an index and add multiple accounts as its subscribers, and then you can use that index to distribute the funds to those subscribers. Pretty straightforward. If you want to go into some more details, you can do so in the docs of the Superfluid documentation. And here's our dApp. So the first step that you'd want to do is to create an agreement by clicking this button. And you want to add some subscribers. I'm going to switch back and forth in my MetaMask between different accounts just to make it faster. So if it's so kind and it loads, yes. So let me just take some fresh account that doesn't have any subscriptions just yet. And let me take some other guy as well. For example, I could take the good old David, and then let me switch back to account 1. Right, and you can specify the number of units that both of them are getting. For example, let's give the first one 4 units and the second one just 1 unit, and it automatically calculates what's the percentage that comes up to. Because if you have like multiple accounts and each one of them has a different number of units, then it might get complicated to keep an overview of how much everyone gets. But if you have those percentages, that's what we are as humans more used to. So we figured it would be easier if we did just that. So now let me just hit create agreement. So it's gonna take 3 wallet interactions to do that. The first one creates the index, and the two other ones are adding let me just close some of my other stuff. And the 2 other transactions are adding the subscribers to the index. That should be faster now. Okay, that went through. Okay, that also went through. Right, so once the last one goes through, I should then have 2 owned agreements here, and I would then be able to, yeah, exactly. I would then be able to top up this one with, let's say, 100 super tokens. Maybe that's important to mention. The prerequisite to doing all that is having a super token. So you cannot just do that with plain old ERC20. You need to wrap it up to a super token. What we've done here is the DAI super token, just as an example, but you can do that with any other one as well. Right, let me confirm that. And if you want to edit your agreement, you can also do that here. You can add multiple subscribers and edit the number of units they have and see how the number of shares changes accordingly and what that translates to in terms of the percentages of the funds that they would be getting. So while that's going through, let me change the view to one of the subscribers because there is another step that must be done before the subscriber actually gets his money, and that is he must subscribe to the index. So if he does not do that, you can still send him funds, obviously, but he will not just get them immediately. He would need to either claim them or approve his subscription. So let's do that now. And once that goes through, let me quickly change back to the owner so that I can do the final step of the distribution. Yeah, so that went through, and as you can see, you can now see that your subscription is approved and that you can revoke it if you no longer wish to be part of that subscription. Right, so now I'm back here as the owner and I can distribute the assets. This is one of the tweaks that we've done to the example itself. You can actually define the amount that's going to get distributed. For example, if you don't want to distribute all of your funds, you can just distribute some amount, and the rest of that is going to stay on that index for the future. Right, And now, because I've only approved just one of those guys, perhaps I'm not going to show that all in detail. You can check out our video for that. But just as one final note, you can see which one of your subscribers approved the subscription by clicking on that edit button and seeing that the ones who have indeed approved are now marked with this green checkbox or check mark, and the ones that haven't done that, they still have that hourglass indicating that they still need to do some action before they actually get the funds, right? So now, after that goes through, we can switch back to our other account, our subscriber. Here you can see that the balance of that index is still at $20 or 20 DAI. And when I go back to that subscriber account, you can see that he now has 64 DAI that he got from our distribution. So yeah, that was our example. Thank you very much for tuning in. And do you have any questions or remarks?
That was great, Peter. Really enjoyed your presentation there. And yeah, I love the level of detail in there as well. It was just
yeah,
everything down to being able to like see, who actually, approved the subscriptions and everything was super impressive. So great work there all around. And yeah, congrats again on your third place prize.
Yeah, thank you for appreciating our work.
For sure. All right. Next up, we have Shubham. Shubham led the team of PeerStreams, which was our live peer bounty winner for wave number 4. Their project integrated Superfluid with live peer streams to basically kind of stream gate these live streams. So Shubham, the floor is yours for the next 5 minutes.
Thank you. Hey folks, I hope you all are doing fine. So my video is lagging, so I'll put it. So we created PeerStreams. So PeerStreams is a decentralized web streaming platform in which the creator of that particular stream is the true owner of his or her video. So as you can see on the front end, we live in pay-as-you-go model, in which the user has to pay only for that much of seconds or minutes which he or she or they have seen the stream for. So let's start the demo. First, the user, sorry, I would like to pass the stage to Siddharth for explaining the website.
Yeah. Everyone. Thank you, Shubham. Okay, the streamer and the user. You will be like mainly creating the stream first of all. You can simply click on the create stream, and which will be redirect to a page where you can like simply enter the stream name and the stream info. We'll be try to doing it as quickly as possible. Okay. Once you will click on go live, you will be presented with a stream key, which will be you have to paste in the OBS, which like you have to do in the normal procedure for starting the stream. Okay, once you paste your streaming key, you have to just simply start streaming. You can also do it with the Zoom client, like when you are doing with the mobile version. Okay, it would take just a moment to start the stream, and till you can like we will be switching to the user side. Like Krishna, can you please go into the another tab? Oh yeah, there is one more feature which we have used, where a user can notify his or subscriber that he has started the streams, which we have done with the use of push protocol. So yeah, here like, hey guys, stream is live. Once you click on notify, you will be signing a transaction, which will notify all of your subscriber who have subscribed to the push channel. Okay. Now we will be moving towards the user part where he will be watching the stream. Okay. Yeah, we are using the different browser for that. Okay. So yeah, let's switch to the user portion where he will be seeing all the stream which are currently going on. Here you can see the Valorant one, which we have just created. Krishna, can you please open it? Yeah. So yeah, here the live stream is ongoing. And once you click on the play button, it will ask you for a transaction, which will be of a Superfluid, where you will be signing the starting the flow of the Superfluid. Yeah. Once you confirm the transaction, your stream, Superfluid stream will be started. And once the confirmation will be received, the video will be started and you can watch the live stream. Yeah. Yeah. Now the money will be directing from your account. And once you click on, you can see that transaction is confirmed. And once you click on the pause button, the stream will be stopped and there will be another transaction would be signed, which will be of, you can see the stream is ongoing here. Yeah, Krishna. Now let's pause the stream, Krishna. Yeah. Once we click on the pause button, another transaction will pop up where it will be asking for closing the stream, and this much amount of money will be directed and directly stored into the streamer's account. So like we are not like taking any fees or all that currently. Yeah, it would take some time. Yeah, transaction is processed and in some moment. Yeah, it will sometimes take some moment. Okay, yeah, you can see the stream is stopped. Okay, now let's move to the part where the user will be minting his NFTs and streams. Once, Krishna, can you please stop the stream? Yeah, for like whenever the user will be stop his stream, asset will be created on the live peer, and that asset will be directly provided into the mint stream portion. We have created a different section for the minting stream. Like if the user don't want to mint his stream, then he can simply let it go. But if he want to like let it save for the decades and decades, and all this data will be stored on the blockchain, so that will be available to the end of the day. Because even if our platform goes down or whatever happened to the peer stream in future, your data will be still be available on the blockchain and your NFTs will be there. Okay. Now this part, Krishna. So here you can see that we are uploading a stream, but sometime it will take some time because the saving of a video will take some time, so that the asset might be there. So we are uploading the previous stream. Once you will click on upload button, the stream will be uploaded. Okay, and then you have to simply click on the mint asset for, and when you click on the mint asset, another transaction will be signed and that video will be directly minted. Yeah, we'll be improving the UI much better. We are still trying to do that part. Yeah, the mint is uploaded to the IPFS and now the transaction will be signing over here. Yeah, once you confirm the transaction, your NFT will be minted in some moment to the respective account which you have like logged in, the streamer's account. Okay, if the streamer want to see his NFT, he can simply go to his profile page where he can see all his minted streams till he have to the date. Okay, and all the streams which we are fetching and filtering is done with the using of covalent API. Yeah, now you can see the stream has been minted. It will be available in some of the time, and you can watch all of the previous streams which you have minted till the date. Okay, now let's move to the post section where you can see your lens post of your streamers. So now all the streamers who are like streaming on this platform, you can simply watch their lens handle post over here. And the best part is that even if you don't have your lens handle, you can watch your streamers post over here. You don't have to be like registered on the lens. You can simply watch their post over here. Okay, Shivam, please take the part. Thank you.
Yeah. So like I hope you all like the demo of PeerStreams, and with PeerStreams, what we wanted to promote is the true ownership of the content and pay as you go model, so that you don't have to stuck with a single subscription based model and like recreate later or something like that. We have 2 to 3 more features which we want to implement in this platform. So yeah, PeerStreams will be continued. And with this, we also wanted to create a merge store for the streamer as a future scope. So yes, thank you. I hope you like that demo.
Thank you.
Shivam and friends, that was awesome. Everything about this was just really cool, from the level of the detail to the landing page here. This is not hard. This is not easy. This is definitely not easy. Integrating a good Web3 experience like this, which requires transactions and MetaMask, into something like a live streaming platform, like the way you guys accomplished this over the course of the month, was just great work. So really happy to see the submission, and congrats on the bounty.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, so our next presenter will be God's Power. God's Power created Livy, a very solid stream-gated live streaming platform as well, that use live here. We'd love to invite God's Power to the stage to talk about what he's built.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
All right, nice. So thank you for this opportunity. So I built out Livey, which is a platform that integrates with LivePair, and also Superfluid to create, similarly to what PeerStreams is doing, but I think mine is more like a minimal implementation of that. So what it allows you to do is, as a creator, you're able to create streams while all the audience are able to watch the stream from the other end. So this is just a quick demo. So I would quickly connect my MetaMask. So my MetaMask is currently connected. So I'm interacting with the platform right now as a creator. So let me just quickly do this. So let's just see test stream. Okay, now let me just wave pool stream rather. Wave pool stream. And when I do this, it interacts with LivePair, and I get a key. So when I get this key, cool, I go ahead to okay, sorry, I found out that I wasn't sharing the right screen. All right. So right now I'm on OBS. So I use the stream key I created to start a stream. So I'm currently waiting for the stream to get started. All right, it started already. So I'll come back to my, sorry for that because I didn't use the right sharing mechanism. So yeah, so now I change my wallet, so I'll be able to view as an audience or as someone who wants to watch the stream. So let me quickly change to this. So when I refresh this, I can see that there's a stream currently ongoing. Waiting for the MetaMask to pop up. Oh, okay. So I start the stream and that's currently processing. All right, so it has finished processing. So now I can join the stream. So when I join the stream, it's a modal pops up, and using this modal, I'm able to watch the stream. All right, so this is the stream currently going. Then if I intend to leave the stream, I just use this leave stream button, and then my MetaMask pops up once again, and I'm able to leave the stream. So it's currently stopping. All right, so that's just a basic overview. So since I still have some time on my plate, I'll quickly go through the code. Okay. Stop sharing once again and share my code screen. All right, so this is a React app, and I'm using, okay, so when I was creating this out, I wanted to use a contract to initiate these streams, but I found out after a lot of trial and error, and also help from Sonia and Sam, I found out that I was doing it wrongly because of the msg.sender was wrong. So let me just quickly go through the code for this. So this is the Nest.js app, and let me quickly go to where I implemented the start stream. So I created a class to basically use Superfluid SDK. So basically, I'm using the Superfluid SDK to make all this possible. So I just implemented the Superfluid SDK, delete flow, and then I just calling this from the index.js component. So here, this is where where did I import this? Okay, sorry, I did this inside of the start stream. So yeah, this is where I imported the Superfluid class, where I'm starting handling the money stream, and I'm deleting the stream, and yeah, I guess that's it basically. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and thank you for the prize.
Yeah, great work here. I love how simple the UI was and how just intuitive. It just showed how to set this up. Yeah, really great work here. Really happy to have you building our community. And yeah, congrats.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. So our next place for presentation will be Sharif. Sharif actually has his project not for the wave pool, but for a couple of bounties we have out. I just want to give him the chance to take the floor and show us the cool stuff that he's been putting together over the last couple of months. So Sharif, for the next 5 minutes, the floor is yours. Would love to hear what you've been building.
Awesome, thanks. Yeah, just wanted to confirm that you guys can hear me.
We got you.
All right. So the first thing I want to showcase today is a super token deployer. Up until this point, if you ever wanted to deploy a super token, you'd have to go through a CLI or go through one of the scan websites for whatever network you're on. I built this application using WagMe and Next.js that is just super simple. You plug in an ERC20 token and it'll deploy it as a super token. We'll go through the process in a minute. You can change your network over here. All the Superfluid networks are available for you. I'm going to deploy Teller token, so I use this a lot. We'll place it here. And whenever you plug in the address for the ERC20 token that you want to deploy, it'll pop up these two tables. One of them is for the ERC20 token, so it'll give you information about the token, the address, and one of them is for the super token data. Over here, there's this field that says TBD. So this will change to the address of the super token when it's deployed. We'll go ahead with that now. Over here, you can check the link of the transaction, the link to the super token on whatever scan website you're using, and you will get this address here. And when you click it, you will go to the Superfluid console for whatever token that you deployed. So you see here it's TRBX, and the transaction details are still loading. But yeah, so it works properly. You can check the token on the Superfluid console. So a couple of things to note here is that you are able to deploy tokens that have already been deployed as super tokens. So it wouldn't be a good idea to deploy another USDCX since we already have one, but it's available. It makes things easier. If you want to onboard into the Superfluid network and you want to pay maybe your contributors and streams, all you have to do is put your ERC20 token here and deploy, and all that data will be available to you. Next, I want to showcase a network visualizer that we've been building out. So all you have to do is search whatever your ENS is or whatever your address is, and you navigate to your page. There's a new tab here called Map. When you click it, it'll show you all of the streams that you have open. So over here at the top, we have all of my incoming streams. So these are streams that I get paid for my contributions on different protocols. And at the bottom side, we have our outgoing streams. This is my tab here. So each one of these nodes represents an address that is either streaming to or being streamed to. And these little connections here tell you how much is being streamed. So this one here is 1,000 RIC a month, and this one here is 850 USDC a month. So if you want to go to the next page and maybe view another person, you just click on their tab and it'll load up their network visualizer. And you can see this is a streamer that has been streaming payments to me. And these are all the streams that they have outgoing. So why are we building this? The purpose of this is to help make this experience simpler. People are visual. They prefer looking at visual data. It makes more sense. It's easier to remember, and it just performs better. So you can look at that research, and I think that with time, this could grow to be a lot more comprehensive and a lot more informational. So as of now, you need to click between the pages. So how would we maybe improve this process? Instead of having to click on the different nodes to see the next page, I would like it to make it so that when you drag, it'll just pop up the next parts of the stream. And with time, you could visualize the entire network through just one page. These are the two projects that I've been working on related to Superfluid. Hopefully they have been informational, and I hope you guys like it. Thank you.
Sharif, that was awesome. You've been doing some awesome work there. And yeah, I think both of those are just super clutch. I mean, I've tried out your visualizer for, checking out who I'm like streaming my Sunny X personal super token to. And it just makes it a lot more simple than like going through the entire list. And people are visual, they don't kind of comprehend tabular data as well as this visual data. So that was amazing. And then the super token deployer, like that's going to make my life so much easier when I'm trying to whip together super tokens. I'm sure it's going to help a lot of other people. So really, really great work there. And we appreciate you, man. Congrats.
Thank you. And thanks for everybody that showcased their projects. Amazing work.
Absolutely. All right. Next up, we have Sarvagna and his team from FluidPay. We'd love to hear your work. You guys were pool winners in the last wave. The floor is yours for the next 5 minutes.
FluidPay team, are you with us?
It looks like we have Sarvag here. Sarvagna, if you're unable to speak or you're having technical difficulties, you can just let me know over Discord or drop a message in the Zoom chat. All right. Okay. For the sake of time, we're going to move on to Vaibhav, who created GameFi. Vaibhav,
hello.
Welcome. The floor is yours. We'd love to hear about your upgradable NFTs and the cool stuff you built.
Thanks. Can you hear me, Sunny?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, so let me just share my screen. So, hey everyone, my name is Vaibhav and I built GameFi for Superfluid December Wave Pool. So basically it's a NFT storage marketplace to build upgradable NFTs using Superfluid streams. So without wasting any further time, I'll just start the demo.
Hey, could you turn up the volume a little bit? Sounds a little quiet.
Yeah, sorry.
Could you dial up the volume a little bit? It seems like the audio is a little quiet.
Okay.
A little more.
Actually, it's full. It's at 100%.
Interesting. Yeah, for some reason we can't hear it, but if you want to do your own narration over the top of what's happening here, that might be helpful.
Okay. So basically, we have to first purchase the NFT. So mint the NFT at first. After confirmation, we can see that we got the NFT in your NFT section. We can click see more to get the NFT data. So now we can see that there are 2 upgrades available and we can upgrade the NFT. There's a button right there. So we'll click upgrade. Also, there is a upgradation time for each level. So you can see for level 2, we have a upgradation time for 40 seconds. So we'll click upgrade and we have to sign 2 transactions. First to update the smart contract and second to actually start the stream. So after confirmation, the upgradation will start and you can see that the NFT is upgrading. And you can also see that the tokens are streaming from my account to the smart contract. So it will take around 40 seconds to upgrade the NFT. So I'll just fast forward it. So yeah, after upgradation, there will be a MetaMask pop-up, which will ask you to actually cancel the stream and then again update the smart contract that the NFT has been upgraded. So after confirming 2 transactions, we can see that the stream has been stopped. And if we go back, we can see that we got a level 2 NFT right there. So the NFT PFP has been updated, the trades have been updated, and now the upgradation time is also increased for level 3. So yeah, that was game 5. Thank you.
Awesome. Great work there, Bob. Yeah, I think that was a really cool project, and congrats again on your submission. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Annie, for having me.
Of course. So next up, and yeah, next we have Pratik. Pratik, you created our first place prize, our first place project for the December wave. Would love to welcome you to go over what you've created there with the ACL manager. Are you here, by the way?
Yes, Sunny. Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. Because
Yeah,
we're
thank
short
you.
on time, it would be great if you can, instead of maybe like doing a full demo of your interface, just kind of like walk us through and point us around like what's possible, and just keep it more kind of like high level. But yeah, we appreciate you. The next 5 minutes, the floor is yours.
Sure. Hello, everyone, and thank you, Sunny, for giving me this opportunity. Can you see my screen?
Yep, we got it.
Yeah. So I work on the ACL management tool here, and this is the layer for creating, updating, and deleting the stream on the user's behalf. So you can see we can see here the 6 functionalities where set permission, authorize full control, revoke full control, and send and modify stream and view permission. So this is the dashboard. When we in the set permission, user can provide the address of the streamer who is authorized and set the permission from here, and provide the flow rate. We can see the permission, and when we connect the wallet, it will ask. And here I have used the Gelato network here. Yeah. So this is connected, we can see here. And in the full authorized control, we can user can provide the public address and provide the full authorized, which user can update, delete, and everything. In the send stream, we can see here the user can give the user who has access to enter the sender address and receiver address to start and update the stream. We provide the address here in the sender address and the receiver address and the flow. In the revoke control, this functionality will revoke the address from the users. Like if the user is provide the address of the public address of the user, which he wants to revoke the permission from the update or delete, he can simply provide here and revoke the permission from here. And we can see the permission which all the permission which are provided here. You can see this is the address and this is the permission for the create. When you simply click on the revoke, that will just revoke the permission. And in the dashboard, we can see here, I have used a subgraph here to getting the data here. So this is a Superfluid project which I have created here, and in the front end, I have used the Superfluid SDK, and I have used the functions like create flow by operator, authorize full authorize full control, and other from the CFA contract. And I also use the Superfluid subgraph to get the data, as we can see here, like all address to whom the user has given the permission, getting the data of the stream to display the dashboard and everything. So yeah, this is all I have developed for the ACL management tool, and it was nice working with the Superfluid.
Awesome. Pratik, that was seriously awesome work. This is actually something that we don't have available yet, like a nice interface that allows you to do ACL management. So the fact that you're able to create such a good one was just not only just a great project, but also useful for people like me who constantly do Superfluid stuff. And so I actually tried this out myself. It worked perfectly fine. I showed it to our team and they loved it too. So great work here. I'm curious, how did you get it so close to the Superfluid dashboard kind of UI? Did you like just get really into the weeds and like just configure it the right way?
I was trying to get the data from the subgraph and calculating, computing, and deploying from on the website. I was trying to do that. I just try to see that all the interfaces which was provided on the hackathons and on the Superfluid, I see the references, I get the data and try to deploy on the here.
Awesome. Yeah, I love how you like kept it like similar in nature to the Superfluid dashboard. It's a very kind of familiar experience for a user like me. So great work here. Yeah. Congrats again on the
Thank you so much. It was nice working with you also.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Of course. All right. Cool. And yeah, it looks like we have one last project here. I'd like to welcome dApp. dApp also created an IDA management tool. It was really impressive, and I'd love to welcome dApp to talk about what he's built for the next 5 minutes. Hey dApp, are you there?
Hi, Sunny.
Hey,
how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm also good.
Awesome. Yeah, so because we're kind of short on time, like a really short kind of high level walkthrough would be nice. But yeah, the floor is yours.
Yeah, sure. So hi everyone. I have created the IDA front end to understand what is the idea properly. So here is the dashboard. So from here you can see the balance of the contract. So to transfer any amount, we have to add a few tokens in the contract. So I have added this button to add 1000 tokens to the contract. So yeah, next will be IDA, create IDA index. So from here you can create any index to like create an agreement, so that from using this index you can send it to any subscriber that you want. So like moving forward to subscriber, so I have added some information about the subscriber, and from here you can select the index whichever you have created on the ID index. It will be fetched dynamically. So after selecting the index, you will have to add the subscriber address, who is going to receive your like token or something, and you will have to fix any kind of unit that you are going to give to the subscriber. So yeah, from here you can add the subscriber, and this is list. From here you can see all the subscriber list whichever you have created, added on the index. So from here you will select the index, and below you can see all the subscribers and their units. And yeah, approve function is for subscribers only. I have added this to like get the understand of like subscriber have to call this function. So yeah, this has to be done by subscriber. And this agreement page is like to display all the indexes and subscribers which are already added to this index and units. And from here also you can distribute the tokens as well. From distribute function, you will have to select, I have not created an index on this address right now, so you are not able to see the index, but yeah, you can try it yourself. I have the live link also. So from here you can select the index, and here you can have to add tokens which should not be greater than this, because this is like balance we have on the contract. So yeah, you can enter the tokens and then you can distribute. So it will be distributed according to the units to all the subscribers what you have already added. So yeah, thanks. This is all what I have created.
This was really great work. I love the UI and how it's also similar to the dashboard. Makes it really intuitive. And yeah, I also tried this out myself and it worked perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So great work here.
Thanks.
And yeah,
Thanks,
we
Sunny.
appreciate you. Of course. All right. So last but not least, we have Sarvagna from FluidPay. The floor is yours for the last 5 minutes. Sarvagna, you are a wave pool winner, a pool prize winner for the December wave. Would love to see you demo what you built.
Yeah, hello. Let me just share the screen. Is it visible?
Yep, we got it.
Yeah, so I'm Sarvagna Kadia, and I created this FluidPay with my PS. And so this is the landing page for FluidPay. So FluidPay works like you register your platform. Anybody, any platform owner, register their platform over here, and they will be provided with 2 QR codes from where their customers can start the stream and end the stream to pay the service which they are using. So if I am a platform, I can register simply from here. So I can add those charges per hour. So it will be converted into per second. So I know there's a time slot. So let's just skip the register part quickly. So after registering, you will be redirected to this page where you can see like which platform you just registered, like as my platform. Let it just get the data from the. Why it's taking too much time? Yeah, I have to change the account. Really quick. I already registered it. Yeah. So yeah, I have registered already as Paris parking airport parking. So you can also view all the platforms over here, which I already created earlier. So like when I already registered, like Paris platform, Paris airport parking will be charging their customers for parking. For example, we are taking. So the users will simply just scan this QR code and start or end this stream. So also, like after registering, you can also download the QR code from here. So you can paste it over your platform, like where you are at your place. So let's just demo, like start do a stream. So quick, let me just change the account to start the stream. So it's mobile friendly. You can do it with your MetaMask mobile also. If I click on this pay now. Okay, I'm not connected. They ask to confirm the transaction to start the stream. Oh, it's like so much transaction just overlap because I click pay now a few times.
Yeah, it's fine. You don't really have to like, walk us through every transaction. You can just kind of talk about like what's supposed to happen and give us the overview.
So yeah, it's basically useful when like platform also users want to pay as they go, working on that model. So it's seamless for any platform to register and get the QR codes as they register. So if I have already registered, I will provide it with these two QR codes where customers can just scan this QR code and start or end the stream. Also, you can download those over here. And like, yeah, the flow is working very good. I don't know, forget which accounts which I registered and which account to start the stream. So like it's made a mess here in a demo. So yeah, also you can like exchange that, upgrade and downgrade the tokens from here also. So yeah, that's all. Basically for ease of use when platforms don't need to like remember the time which their customers use their services. There are those advantages to that.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's it. I like.
Great work to you and your team. That was just a really cool project, kind of bridging Superfluid a bit more into the real world. Can't wait for my parking meter to start accepting Fluid Pay. That'll be a good time. So yeah, great work. Congrats again. And yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you everyone for coming out and doing, their demos and presenting their great work. Was a really great month for the wave pool. Would love to see, really excited to see what comes out this month as well. And yeah, this was a good time. Until next time, thank you for coming out, and yeah, enjoy your Januaries and the start of the year. Peace, everyone.